Papa and the Pioneer Quilt by Jean Van Leeuwen is a great little book to introduce historical fiction genre within the westward expansion concept. So in this book, this family is in Missouri, and they describe their dad as having wandering feet. He decides they're going to head out to Oregon, and so they join a wagon train. Talks about how far they walk. They meet other people on the wagon train. There are words that go with the time period, like kettle, bonnet, breeches, and the girl starts a quilt bag where she's collecting scraps along the way. The story goes through dangers like river crossings where someone gets swept away, and eventually they come to a point in the trail where the two groups split. One group goes to California and the other group goes on to Oregon. The group going on to Oregon has to cover some mountains, so it shows how they have to leave things on the side of the trail because the wagons are too heavy. And eventually they come down onto the other side and they go to Oregon, and the family settles there, and the girl with all her scraps makes the quilt, and that's the quilt. Now the thing about these quilts is they are particular to the time period of westward expansion, and you learn that when you read the author's note in the back. This quilt is called the Wandering Foot Quilt, and it was made to celebrate the spirit of people who would kind of wander off west to build a new country. So that's Papa and the Pioneer Quilt by Jean Van Leeuwen to introduce historical fiction within the concept of westward expansion. A simple but effective book.